G'day guys, Ashoka Brickheadz here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, I'll be ranking the 2022 Summer Star Wars lineup. So I have all 11 sets that have been released either at the start of 2022 or will be releasing still in the summer-autumn of 2022. And I'll just be giving my honest opinion, overall feedback, and helping you guys decide whether you want to buy these sets. Now, starting off this list at number 11, we have the Dark Trooper helmet, set 75343. This set is going to come with 693 pieces and will retail for $80 Australian. Now, if you haven't checked out my helmets overview for 2022, I would definitely recommend checking out that video. I go into a lot more depth, but I'm just going to say I'm starting off this set as number 11 because it is my least favorite helmet and least favorite set of this wave. I just think the helmet doesn't fit the Dark Trooper at all, and I just can't understand what LEGO was really thinking when they released this. It doesn't really match the same dimensions as the other helmets, and I just think it's lacking in, it doesn't give the Dark Trooper the respect it deserves. So one of my main disappointments through this set was this front grille piece here. You can see it kind of curves back in. Whereas if we have a look at the Dark Trooper minifigure here, which looks fantastic, you can see it kind of juts out, a lot more similar to Darth Vader rather than this curved in. So I do think if they had gone with more of a Darth Vader appearance, that would look a lot better for this set. But yeah, that's just something they were lacking in my opinion. Now, I think the red eyes on this set do look fantastic. They add a lot of depth to that face, and that is probably my favourite thing about this. But one last thing I had to add is these studs on the top of the helmet. Now, I understand that this is LEGO, and they're not going to tile the entire thing off. It needs to have studs, and a couple of studs are good because it makes it look like LEGO. But a few more tiles would be nice, just to give it that really nice smooth look that you see on the minifigure here. But nevertheless, that is why Dark Trooper helmet is number 11th. Now for number 10 on the list, we have Defense of Hoth, set 40557. Now this is a kind of battle pack themed set, but instead of coming in the traditional box, this set is actually more of a minifigure pack, and so it is coming in these minifigure packets that we've previously gotten for, I believe, City, and also Marvel we have seen a few of, but this is the first variation for Star Wars. Now, this set is going to have 64 pieces, and it's going to retail for $25 Australian. Now, this is a minifigure pack, which is why it's that $25 and only the 64 pieces for the smaller builds, but I just don't know if I can really see that much value in this set. If we take a look a few years back, we used to be able to buy a battle pack for about $20 Australian that would have around 100 pieces with 4 minifigures and a decent build. So I can't really see the value in this set, and that's why I've put it at 10th. But down the track, if you're able to get this set, on sale, on clearance, maybe when it's going to retire, I do think this would be a fantastic set to pick up for your collection, especially if you've got a whole Hoth scene going. So as you can see here, we get the 3 minifigures, the 3 Rebel Troopers. And it is really nice to see these individual face prints. I think those look fantastic for your army. And these do have some really nice prints on those torsos and legs. But other than that, nothing too special about the figures. You can see here we get a blast cannon that you can man one of your figures with. I think that looks very nice. For what they've done with the few pieces they had, that is a fantastic build. And then we get these 2 smaller cannons with these power packs beside them. So I do think those cannons look very nice if you just want to have them on display. And if you wanted to part them out, as you can see here, you do get these cannons, their legs are made up of blasters. So those would be very nice to add to your collection. And these are also centered on the Aeroblade from LEGO Ninjago. So just for the parts aspect, you do get some very nice parts in this set. Moving on to number 9, we have the Clone Command Station, set 40558. Now, this is another minifigure styled set, so it comes in the same packaging as the Hoth set from before, just has a bit of a different background. Now, the 3 minifigures this set comes with is it comes with 2 Clone Troopers, and it comes with the yellow Clone Commander Trooper. So the reason why I haven't put this set any higher on the list and why it's only sitting at that 9 is because this clone commander was the exact same minifigure they released in the $500 UCS gunship, and I just don't think that's really fair. LEGO still can't get their clone pilot right, and it's really a shame because this is a fantastic set. It would be fantastic for something like army building. As you can see, you get a nice little clone command station here and a nice little stand for your guns. So I do think this looks really fantastic for someone who's wanting to build an army, but I just can't see how it's worth it with that minifigure. So we get the 66 pieces, so again, very low pieces for a higher price, and the 25 Australian dollars. Now for number 8 on this list, we have the Ashoka Tano Brickheadz, set 40539. Now this set is going to come with 164 pieces, and it's going to retail for 16 Australian dollars. So I much prefer that price range, that $16 for 164 pieces. That's something I feel a lot more comfortable with. And of course, you don't get any minifigures in this set, but I do think this Ashoka Tano Brickheadz is going to look fantastic in your collection. If you already own a couple of the other Brickheadz, or if you wanted to start out a new collection, I think this really would look fantastic. This is definitely one of the better Brickheadz in my opinion, and they've just been able to perfectly capture Ashoka Tano's look. As you can see here, I believe these will be printed pieces for her face, so those will be very nice for any collectors, and I just think they've done a fantastic job with these head tassels or tails, whatever you'd like to call them. I think they have done a really fantastic job on this minifigure. And you can see here, this is also the 150th Brickheadz to be released by LEGO. So it does look fantastic. The box art is amazing, and you can see there is also the picture of Ashoka Tano from the Clone Wars there. So a really great set for collectors. The only reason I haven't put it higher is because it is just a Brickheadz. It doesn't come with any minifigures, and so I didn't really feel like it deserved to be higher on the list. Now for number 7, we have Boba Fett's Throne Room. This is set 75326. Now this set, I have only put it at number 7 because I just can't see how this set is worth it. It is $159 for only 732 pieces. And basically, the only thing I can see you're getting in this set is the Boba Fett, the Fennec Shand, maybe the Gamorrean Guard, Bib Fortuna, because he's got that new head mold, and then the Rastal Sant, which is this pink head minifigure here, and maybe the Tasik. He does look decent, and I'm sure collectors would like to get him for their collection. But other than that, this just feels like a knockoff Jabba's Palace. It doesn't even have the domed roofs, which I do understand LEGO can't do, but it was just really a shame to see that when it's such a pivotal part of Jabba's Palace. There are a couple of features in this set. You can throw Boba off the throne. I guess that is kind of fun to play with. I'm sure little kids would enjoy it. But the main thing I would see in this set is just Boba Fett and his throne. If you want to see a more in-depth overview of this set, don't forget to check out my other review that I've done. I'll link that down in the description. But that's why this set is at number 7. Now for number 6, we have Luke Skywalker's Red 5 Helmet. This is set 75237. It'll come with 676 pieces and will retail for 80 Australian dollars. And I just think this helmet looks fantastic. It does such a great job of capturing that essence of Red 5, and I think this will look perfect on your shelf if you're a collector. And yeah, it's just a really nice set, and it really reminds you of A New Hope. So if you have any of you fans, original trilogy fans, you will really appreciate this set. Now, one thing I'm extremely glad they did is they didn't do something similar to the Batman cowl. They didn't put the clear screen piece in that helmet. They just went for a plain, just sitting it on a black stand, and I think that was definitely the right way to go. Now, if you want to see a more in-depth overview of this set, once again, I have done an overview of the 2022 helmets, and that link will be in the description. But one thing I wanted to mention is I do think these helmets in the future, if they could start to include figures, I do think that would be fantastic, just to add that little bit more depth to the set. But other than that, that is my only minor little thing that I would add for this set. Now with number 5, we have the Mandalorian Helmet, set 75238, and this is by far my favourite helmet from this wave. I love the Mandalorian, and I just think this helmet looks fantastic. It'll look so menacing on your wall, and they really have done a fantastic job. This set will come with 584 pieces and will retail for 80 Australian dollars. Now, just the same thing I mentioned before, I do think these helmets would look so much nicer if they came with the minifigure, but I'm not too picky, and I do think this set will look fantastic. Once again, link in my description for a more in-depth overview of that set. Now, as you can see here, I've also put the Mandalorian helmet next to the Boba Fett helmet, and you can see they would look fantastic side by side. So if you already own Boba Fett, I would definitely recommend picking up that Mandalorian helmet. Now at number 4, we have the Hoth AT ST. This is set 75322. This set will come with 586 pieces and retail for 80 Australian dollars. Now the minifigures you can see in this set is we get the Imperial Trooper, so he will be commanding the AT ST, and we get a Hoth Rebel Trooper, and we get the Chewie. And this is by far one of the best Chewbacca minifigures we have ever gotten. I do believe this is an exclusive Chewbacca as of 2022. As you can see, he has that snow, these flecks of snow on him. And I think that's just amazing detail by LEGO, and I truly do commend the job they've done on that. I do think I'll be picking up this set just to get that so far exclusive minifigure, because I think he will look fantastic to add to my collection. As you can see here, we also get the probe droid in this set. Now, I've just done a quick comparison. Here is the 2022 AT ST compared to, I believe, 2018, I want to say. But you can see I do believe they have made this a huge difference. It does look a lot better. I believe the stability of this set is a lot better, and there's also just an in-universe comparison. So yeah, I think if you didn't get to own that 2018 one, 2022 is definitely the way to go. Now, third on our list, we're closing down to the top 3. We have the Snow Trooper Battle Pack, set 75320. This set will come with 105 pieces and will retail for 30 Australian dollars. And can I just say, man, I am so glad we have the battle packs coming back. After we got the 501st battle pack, LEGO scared us for a bit. We had at the end of last year, we didn't get a single battle pack. I mean, M&R Productions was freaking us all out, saying we weren't getting any more battle packs. But they have come back, and yes, they are an extra $10, but I think it's worth it. Look at this battle pack. You get the 3 snowtroopers and you get the 1 scout trooper. And so in this set, we're also getting the speeder bike, where you're getting the little bit of terrain, land, that you can put your blaster on, which looks fantastic for any battle scenes. And we also have this gun here with the stud-loaded shooter on top. So whilst I do think that stud-loaded shooter looks a little bit odd, I'm sure you can take that off really easily. It only looks like it's connected by 2 studs and doesn't have much of a difference. So if you could take that off, you've got the amazing speeder bike, which also fits in the UCS AT-AT, which is a nice touch. And then you have that fantastic little terrain. So this set would be perfect for any sort of mocks you're wanting to build, and I do think it would be fantastic to add to your collection if you're buying any of these other sets, like the Hoth battle pack that we saw earlier on in the video, and also the AT ST. This set would pair very nicely with both of those. It's also nice to see that because it's that extra $10, we aren't actually getting the stud-loaded shooters anymore, so I'm sure a lot of people will be happy about that. Now, as I said before, if you can combine these sets with all these other sets, obviously the UCS AT-AT might be a bit of a stretch, but if you can expand your budget to just getting the Hoth AT ST, the Snowtrooper Battle Pack, and the Hoth minifigure pack, you could create a pretty epic battle scene, I reckon, with all of these sets fighting against each other. Perfect for mocks, and LEGO has done a really fantastic job with the Hoth lineup this year, in my opinion. Now, coming for the second set on this list, we have the Mandalorians and 1 Starfighter. as seen in the Book of Boba Fett. This is set 75325. This set will come with 412 pieces and will retail for 100 Australian dollars. Now, I think this set looks fantastic. The fact that LEGO was able to basically make this set and spit it out in a matter of days after that episode of Book of Boba Fett came out, I just have to commend them. They have done a fantastic job, and this set really does fit that N1 Starfighter perfectly. As you can see here for the minifigure selection, we get the Mandalorian without his cape, but he will be wearing his jetpack, and he will be wielding the Darksaber, so that is a nice touch there. We get, of course, Baby Yoda or Grogu, and you can see in this picture here, he does have the cutest little apartment where he can sit in, so I do think that's going to look fantastic to display. You get the BD-1 droid, which will be nice to get, and we also get Pelimoto, I believe you pronounce her name, and so she is, of course, the mechanic that we see in both Book of Boba Fett and The Mandalorian Season 2. So, I'm not sure if this N1 Starfighter really lives up to the Razor Crest. It's definitely a different sort of ship, let's say that, but I do think it looks fantastic, and I can't really compare it to the Razor Crest because it's completely different, and so that's why it has come at number 2 on this list. Now here is a comparison to the one we see in the Book of Boba Fett. So LEGO has done a really fantastic job. Obviously it can't be as smooth as the real life universe version, but it does look fantastic, and it will capture that ship really well and will look fantastic on display. And finally, the number 1 set of the 2022 Summer Wave is the Dark Trooper Attack, set 75324. Now, this is by far my favourite set. I just think the figures you get in this set are fantastic. Yes, it might only be Luke and then 3 of the exact same minifigure, which is the Dark Trooper, but it's so nice to finally get the Dark Trooper in a $45 set as opposed to the $250 Moff Gideon's Imperial Star Light Cruiser. I believe that's the name. So this set will come with 166 pieces, and it will retail for 45 Australian dollars. So this is of course from the finale of The Mandalorian Season 2, and so this is the scene where they're all stranded on the light cruiser, and the Dark Troopers look like they're about to attack, when suddenly the X-Wing flies in, the elevator doors open up, and the green lightsaber ignites, making Darth Vader proud, and Luke steps out, taking down all of these Dark Troopers. Now, as you can see here is the hallway scene that we saw in the Mandalorian Season 2 finale, and as you can see here, there is this little cog up the top here that obviously spins the elevator platform around. So Luke, unfortunately the elevator can't rise and fall because of the depth of this set, but it just turns around, then suddenly you've got Luke facing the Dark Troopers, and there are a couple of platforms you can push forwards or pull forwards to represent kind of the force pull or force push, so that is a very nice touch, and I just think this looks like a fantastic hallway scene, and I'm really hoping LEGO will also do one of these for Rogue One for Darth Vader. I do think that would look fantastic, but yeah, this is by far my favourite set, and I think this set will look fantastic on any sort of, collector's desk. It's just really nice touch to have. And if you go and check out M&R Productions channel, he has made a mock of this set. He bought a couple of them, put them all together, and made a huge hallway scene that looks actually exactly like we see in The Mandalorian. So that is fantastic, and I would highly recommend you check that out. But there you go, guys. There is my overview from worst to first for the 2022 summer sets. Let me know, will you be picking up any of these sets, and what do you think of the lineup? Tell me down in the comments. I think, obviously, these sets are fantastic. Obviously, Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter, Luke's Dark Trooper hallway scene, and all of those Hoth sets just look unreal and will look so good in any collector's collection. Whether you're just starting off with Star Wars or whether you're a full-time fan, I do think the lineup this year has been absolutely fantastic. So there you go, guys. Make sure you have a great day. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It's greatly appreciated, so I continue to bring you amazing LEGO Star Wars news like this. and hopefully review some of these sets in the future. Have a great day. Peace.